After watching the great video by Sarah Z about the late-stage capitalism of fast food Twitter, I wanted to comment on a trend that I've been noticing more and more recently in TV shows. But first, I want to tell you about a paper I wrote for university last semester. I had to write a paper on the expansion of McDonald's in both Korea and China, and in the paper, I described the increase in globalization and the demonstrations of soft power. Soft power is the way a country influences the people of another country through the use of culture instead of force, i.e., the increasing popularity of Japanese anime in regions outside of Japan. Globalization can mean a myriad of things, but for the sake of simplicity, we're just going to use Google's definition, which is the process by which businesses or other organizations develop international influence or start operating on an international scale. Now, I want to make it clear that I am not against globalization. In fact, I think it's a good thing to have culture, ideas, and services move between nations. But I think that the increasingly global market is actually harming artistic value. Art has always been commodified and marketed, but now film studios and publishers are conscious of their audiences all around the globe. I'm not saying that trying to appeal to a mass audience is a bad thing, but like all things, capitalism ruins it through the pandering of the global market. Now listen, I am an MCU fan as much as the next person, but Disney as a corporation is contributing to this problem very badly. Every Disney film that does a little more than the bare minimum is typically praised for thinking outside the box. In other words, when good art is made, it is the exception and not the rule. What does this have to do with TV, you ask? Well, many people are saying that we live in a golden age of TV. It seems like we are not wanting for choice. Now, I don't watch a lot of TV, but I wanted to use the art of the TV intro specifically to show this trend of, let's call it, ultra-commodification. I was watching The Haunting of Hill House recently, and I noticed something peculiar. The intro seemed strangely familiar. I feel like I've seen that intro before with the close-up of objects related to the show. Oh, yeah, that's it. Well, it's probably just an isolated instance. Penny Dreadful was the clip I was thinking of. Okay, we get it. There's a lot of Okay, I know what you're thinking. But Matt, there are a lot of TV shows out there, and there are bound to be similar intros. And yes, while that is true, and no, this isn't the only style of intro that is reproduced ad nauseum, the fact is that all of these intros have slow and somber music with extreme close-ups of objects and are extremely dark. But the TV shows themselves have wildly different themes and materials. This isn't the only example of this point, and while we can compare the fact that most movie posters are the same, let's talk about why this is happening. In a capitalist system, the end goal of a commercial product is to make money. But the problem that arises time and time again is the fact that certain things sell and others don't. If you look at actors, the hot actors or the one who are in style make the most money, whereas the other actors are fighting for the scraps. And this is true of most industries, entertainment or otherwise. So, when you have an already oversaturated market and you need to make money, Your best bet is to go with a safe bet and not take any risks. The TV shows could be of impeccable quality, but that isn't what I'm focusing on. The point that I'm trying to make is that the ultra-commodification of art is detrimental to art as a whole. When the economic system incentivizes you as a producer to try and make money hand over fist instead of simply making money, the quality of art and entertainment suffers. This has been perpetuating for a while, and it isn't only in TV. Look at the slate of films coming out this year and next. It is getting increasingly harder to go see a movie that isn't a Disney-owned property or a remake/reboot of some kind. Again, I'm not making the point that all remakes and reboots are bad. 2 of the best movies of the last 10 years has been reboots. But the point is, most of the reboots and remakes are stifling new ideas and new voices. In an increasingly homogenized global market, the truly exceptional art is the thing that makes you feel anything other than general apathy. When you sit down to watch your favorite superhero movie or crack open a new YA novel and feel this sudden strange feeling of, I've seen or heard this story before, you know you aren't crazy. It is the corporations who fund the art that is creating the homogeneity. When a person who sits down to make a movie poster, a script, a piece of music, a movie, a draft of a novel, a painting, and yes, even a TV intro, they aren't wondering what will advance the craft. They are told by the sponsors, or in some case their own subconscious, make what will sell. Part 2. How do we fix this? I don't know, maybe we could... Thank you so much for watching, guys. Subscribe to my Patreon, and the links for the Sarah Z video are in the description. Bye.